Hi everyone. So right off the bat, I just want to say, excuse my voice. I am sick with strep throat right now, so I kind of sound like a man. Just wanted to get that out of the way before I began. But the topic for this week's speech is my favorite book. And I wouldn't consider myself a huge reader. I don't really find myself having time to read books, and it's just not something that I'm super interested in, but when I do read, it's usually a John Green book or some kind of like sappy romantic novel or like Nicholas Sparks or something. But if I had to pick my favorite book, it would probably be The Fault in Our Stars. You've probably heard of the movie and probably seen the movie, but the book is so much better in my opinion. I know people always say that like books are better than movies, but seriously, when it comes to like John Green movies, the books are a lot better. So basically, The Fault in Our Stars is about a teenage girl, and she has cancer, and she goes to these support groups that her parents force her to go to, and then she eventually meets this guy named Augustus who also went to that support group, and they instantly just like fell in love. And this is a spoiler alert, so if you haven't watched the movie or read the book, click off of this and go read or watch it. But the whole book is about her being sick and like while being in love with this guy, but is centered around her being sick. So it was a huge surprise when he was the one ending up dying, and she had to deal with that. Excuse me, which was really like sad and tragic, but it was such a sweet movie, and there were so many cute like quotes in it, and it's just a really good movie or book. Second favorite would probably be Looking for Alaska by John Green. It's about a teenage boy who goes to a boarding school, and shocker, falls in love with a girl, and she was like kind of a mysterious girl. And she actually, shocker, she actually died. Not a surprise for a John Green book. People fall in love, somebody dies. But he basically had to like go through life without her, but he just like always thought about the stuff she said because she was always just a mystery, and it was just a really interesting book, and I really recommend it. Third favorite, John Green, again, Paper Towns. There's also a movie. Excuse me, sorry. Strep throat. Paper Towns, there's a movie, but I really disliked the movie. The book is so much better. The book is about a guy and a girl, and they basically grew up living next to each other. The guy was kind of a nerd. The girl was like a popular girl, so they didn't really talk to each other, but the guy was like madly in love with her. So one night she knocks on his window asking for help, like driving her around and helping her do stuff. And so he did it, of course. And then the next morning he woke up and she was gone. Her parents didn't know where she was. The cops didn't know where she was. It was like a big thing. But she left. She was kind of like a mystery and was like an interesting person. But she left behind clues for him to find her. And so he followed all of the clues. It took like a long time for him to decode everything. It was even his prom day, and he was still looking for her. He eventually found her like 8 hours away in some weird town. It's called a paper town. It's a town that's on a map, but it doesn't actually exist. So that's why it's called Paper Towns. But she was in a paper town. Population was 1, her. And he found her, and he's like, I found you, like we get to be together now. And she was like, no, like I didn't want for this to happen. So it was like really sad. And the thing about John Green books is that it's not ever like happy endings, and I really enjoy that because having like a tragic or a sad ending just makes things more real and stuff, and it's something unique because usually there's like a good or a happy ending. So that's why I love John Green books so much, and those are my favorite books. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye!